So this is a social media post from a student of mine who was given the entire Introduction to the Journey video coaching program, group coaching calls, and even a one-on-one with yours truly for absolutely free. This person has not paid a dime. It's very interesting how that's not mentioned in this post. And guys, am I doing this to get even? No. That would be gaslighting to claim that I'm doing this to get even. And that's kind of what today's video is all about. When you express healthy boundaries with some people and they attack you like this, it's because of their sense of entitlement. That comes with narcissism. So does gaslighting. And this person is playing the victim card, which means that this is an example of covert narcissism. So this person was given the entire coaching program for free because they had expressed financial hardship. They got to enjoy the coaching program, all of the video content, the paid coaching content, the group coaching calls, the Facebook community, and they even got a one-on-one for free. Now, I don't have any problem with somebody who goes and starts their own coaching program. I really don't. And I have several students who have gone and done that, but they did it appropriately. They left my program. If you start your own twin flame coaching business, no, you cannot be in my coaching calls, dude. And I shouldn't have to explain why you cannot do that. It's not a good idea for me or for you. What if I was in your group? If I was in your group, you would definitely lose a whole bunch of customers because I'm much more well-known and established. Is that what you want? And again, I get it. Everybody's got the best of intentions. Everybody's got the best of intentions. Nobody wants to do the other person wrong. But the problem is with arrangements like this, guys, is things happen accidentally. You start talking to people in the group, on social media, you're making friends. You're not telling them, hey, go follow my page. You're not doing that. I get it. And I know this person was not doing that. But guess what? That's what social media is, guys. You start talking to people, connections happen, there's crisscrossing, and then these things happen. And it could have happened to her if I was in her coaching program. Guys, it's just not a good idea. When I was in the financial services industry, we had to take training every year, lots and lots of training to avoid stuff like this. It's called a conflict of interest. It's just not a good idea, guys. This is one of those tough adult lessons that I learned the hard way. I've tried doing collaborations with other people. I've been nice about this kind of stuff, and it always ends up with myself or the other person getting burned. I learned the hard way. This is called having healthy boundaries. And instead of this person understanding that, they post in their social media group in front of all of these people that I'm not spiritual. Notice the contradiction also. I will always respect this soul. And then later, over time, I noticed a lot of things over time, but I just had this neutral perspective, right? I tried to stay neutral about it, but now I just can't deny the truth. I just can't deny it. I can see so clearly what a bad man he is. And this person is even going to deny that that is what she is saying. That is exactly what she's saying. And they're even going to throw rocks at me and tell me that I'm triggered and that I'm mad and that I'm just making this video right now to get even. Guys, you have the right to tell your side of the story. You also have the right to enforce healthy boundaries. For someone to do something like this, you know exactly what's going on. It's a sense of entitlement, and they're playing the victim card. This is very common. It's called covert narcissism. And guys, I'm making this video because I want to be an example to you. And I want to let you know this is always going to happen, guys. There's always going to be people doing this kind of stuff to you. Your family, your friends, or at least people who you think are your friends. Let me tell you something else. If any of you decide to ever start a business, watch out, because this is not the first time something like this has happened, and it won't be the last. Even if you get just a tiny little chunk of success, there's going to be somebody right there trying to take a little piece of it while claiming they're not doing that. I mean, there was even somebody in the comments of this person's post who was saying, here, let me pull it up. They said, if you piggyback off of their success, I could see that just being business. Right, exactly. These things, like I said, this person, I don't think she is trying to take my customers actively. I do not. But again, just being there in my program, yeah, that's not a good idea, guys. That is definitely a conflict of interest. Again, if I was in your program, just being there, people would gravitate towards me. That's not right. I'm not going to do that to you. And notice, again, I'm not spiritual. I'm not spiritual because I have good boundaries. And the double talk, right? The contradicting themselves. Oh, I'll always respect this soul, but now I just can't deny the truth. Now I see. And also playing the victim card. Guys, you got to watch out for this kind of stuff. These people are out there, and they are even people who have actually experienced a forced spiritual awakening. Not everybody's going to get it all the way, guys. Not everybody's going to get it all the way, even if they go through an awakening process, such as, meeting your twin flame, for example. People are just going to do that, guys. You just have to see right through all the BS. Maintain your boundaries. And when people throw stones at you, they bounce off of you. They do. They do, especially if you're successful. If you're successful, watch out, guys. You're going to get this kind of stuff all the time from people. And again, these are people who are on a legitimate spiritual awakening path. I can tell they are, which, they should know better. They should know better. And remember, this person didn't pay me a dime either. And for them to do that, that's terrible. That's terrible. So yes, I am posting this video as a response to this crap. Absolutely. And I have every right to. And so do you. You have the right to tell your side of the story, guys. It matters. Now, how much are you doing that? And this isn't the first time I've talked about this. What's the saying? Learn to pick your battles. And guys, this is the last time I'm ever going to say anything about this. I'm not going to sit around and harp about this. And when was the last time you ever saw me make a video like this on my YouTube channel? Never. I mean, maybe like 5 years ago. You see the difference between somebody who harps on this kind of stuff, somebody that's got an axe to grind, and what I'm doing? Do you see the difference between those two things? And this is another thing that the gaslighters are going to try to say. They're going to try to say that I've got an axe to grind. Meanwhile, this is the only time I've ever said anything about stuff like this. What kind of a spiritual teacher would I be if I didn't use myself as an example and show you guys toxic behavior to watch out for? The ego loves this shit. It loves to play the victim. It loves to think that it's special. The ego inherently has a sense of entitlement, and it's going to be very, very sneaky when it tries to roll that out. It'll play the victim card. It'll contradict itself. It'll even go, oh, well, that's not what I was saying. That's not what I meant. Meanwhile, what this person typed is in black and white for everybody to see. Guys, just walk away. You don't have to do anything about these people at all. You can speak up. You can stand your ground. You can tell your side of the story, but don't do it too much. Learn to pick your battles, because 99.9% of the time, guys, it doesn't matter. You're never going to change these people. So don't even try. All this is a lesson in how to watch out for stuff like this. And don't fall for it, guys. It's a trick. It's a trick. You owe it to yourself to learn how to spot legit toxicity. And this is the most pernicious, sneakiest kind of toxicity too. This playing the victim card and coming off as a kind and like softly spoken person. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's always stuff like this. Like you express a boundary, which is a logical, adult, healthy boundary, and this kind of stuff happens. This is one of those times when we say, yeah, well, I guess you showed your true colors, isn't it? And guys, waking up to this stuff and living the way that I live, that's very, very spiritual.